Hello, everyone. It's the end of the week here at City Hall, and each weekend I like to come and talk to you about some things that have happened here this week and give you an idea of what you can expect for the week to come. First, let me say I hope that everyone had as pleasant a Christmas as you could given the crazy weather that we all faced. I want to also say that I appreciate the hard work of the men and women in public works. They work around the clock to make sure that as best they can they clear roads and make things passable for us. Under these circumstances this past weekend, we all know how difficult that was. Travel bans, some really tragic stories in the western New York area about how this storm impacted families, communities. So again, I appreciate their hard work. I know that they had some very long days and nights, and so again, appreciate the work that they were doing for us. As you know, sometime toward the end of last week, Modern Disposal, as they did in several communities across western New York as a result of the storm, suspended trash pickup. Here in the city of Niagara Falls, trash and recycling pickup resumed on regular schedule this past Wednesday. And for the coming week, those who received trash and recycling pickups on Monday and Tuesday didn't have it this past week. So in this coming week, Modern has indicated that they will obviously be around to collect on the normal schedule, but because of the fact that they missed last Monday and last Tuesday, there's no restriction on what you can put out in terms of the number of items. So they recognize, and through our conversations with them, have agreed that given the fact that all of us who have our trash and recycling pick up on Monday and Tuesday accumulated more than what we would normally have, and so they have agreed that there is no restriction on what you can put out this coming Monday and Tuesday if that is your pickup date. Now I want to make sure I'm clear. That is only for Monday and Tuesday pickup dates. If your date for trash and recycling is any other day except Monday or Tuesday this week, you continue to be under the same rules that have presided over this trash collection since it started years and years ago. The exception is only for this Monday and this Tuesday. After that, everything goes back to the way it was normally. I know it may seem crazy for us to be talking about this, but we have put this out on social media, put this out in text message, and put this out to our friends in the media. We are beginning to look for lifeguards. Although today, with it being in the low 50s, maybe it's not such a crazy thing to think about lifeguards. But sooner or later, we're going to have to get to the business of opening our 3 city pools. We'll be able to do that assuming that we have sufficient lifeguards to accomplish that. So if you know of a young person who would serve as a lifeguard, who could serve as a lifeguard, we provide training and the certification that's necessary. We need them to contact City Hall. You can contact the executive office. You can contact you'll see information on how to access that. If you go to our Facebook pages, you'll see a variety of ways in which you can get your name in there so that we can get a sufficient crew of lifeguards in order to be able to open all 3 city pools. And just so that I'm clear with everyone, the City of Niagara Falls doesn't set the level of lifeguard requirement. That is a state safety requirement. And so while you or I may think that this number or that number of lifeguards is sufficient for a pool, the size of our city pools, the state of New York provides us with requirements. In order to be able to open a public pool, they tell us how many lifeguards we need, which is the reason why we're looking to get a staff of about 20 lifeguards. So we're starting early with this. We're hoping that through this late winter and perhaps the early spring, we will get sufficient applications in to train the lifeguards and get them out ready for spending some time in the sun, enjoying the summer pool. I believe the rate is $18 an hour. So if you know somebody or if you yourself are interested, we're looking for young people who will go out there and preside over our pools. And we'll also be looking for people to assist us with regard to the splash pads that we have. So we not only need lifeguards, but we'll need those park aides as well. With regard to continuing efforts to clean up, you'll continue to see our public works people out there reducing certain areas where there might be mounds of snow. You may see them out there also picking up some branches or other items that were blown about by the wind. It's my understanding from our friends at National Grid that they have brought power to all of the folks who had been out of power as a result of the storm here in the city of Niagara Falls. I know that just like the rest of us, they were struggling to get that done because of the conditions. But it's my understanding that as I talk with you today, all of the power has been restored here in the city of Niagara Falls. In the event you are still struggling with a power outage from the storm, please make sure that you contact the National Grid number, and I know that they'll be out there immediately to attend to that. It's been a busy year here at City Hall. Many things happening, from our efforts to take charge of our own destiny and not allow property land holders to sit and languish with property through our eminent domain action, or taking a look at those property owners that refuse to attend to their properties, to trying to silence the noise from cryptocurrency miners. So we've got ourselves involved in an awful lot of things for the benefit of our community and for the benefit of our residents. So it's been a very busy year. We expect that a number of those things will continue to stretch on into the coming year. Clearly, everyone here at City Hall continues to work for the best interests of our residents. We understand that as public servants, it's important for us to never forget that we do serve the public. From time to time, people are human, and from time to time, perhaps they don't put their best foot forward. But always know that this administration works very hard to make sure that all of us that are working for you continue to remember that we're working for you. So let me please wish all of you a happy new year, a healthy new year, a prosperous new year. We're certainly looking for that too at the City of Niagara Falls. We're looking to prosper with some of the plans that I've discussed with Governor Hochul and some of the development that's going to begin downtown. I know that, like all of you, I'm very excited at the opportunities that the governor has already presented, and I know that there are other things on the horizon based on our conversations. So be on the lookout for all of that. Again, please have a safe New Year weekend. If you are going to go out, remember that it's great to celebrate, but it's more important for you to get home safe. So please remember that as you're out and about that evening, that it's important for all of us to take responsibility for ourselves. So please be responsible if you're out celebrating. Enjoy yourself, but make sure you get home safe. So happy New Year to all of you, and I look forward to talking to you again next week.